6:21 p.m. right here on the Talk of Chicago, 1690 AM WVON. You're listening to Real Talk, Real People. I'm your host, Art Chat Daddy Sims, back for another week of this here magazine show where we talk about a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but most importantly, we hope that you take away a lot of great information each and every Friday night. I am excited to be here with you guys on a Friday night. This is the time for you to relax, relate, release. Remember, this is happy hour. For the next 3 hours, we're all in happy hour, and it's all about us having a good time. Call your friends, tell them Chat Daddy's on the radio, but most importantly, tell those kids to go in the other room. Mama needs some me time. If you're driving in your car, just keep your hands on the wheel, but turn the radio up. We're going to have a really, really good time this evening. Have an action-packed show planned for you guys. Don't forget, during the 7 o'clock hour, we're going to talk about what is really going on with all the prominent black nightclubs in downtown Chicago. We're going to talk about it. We're going to hash it out and try to come up with some solutions and hopefully have a great dialogue about that. And then during the 8 o'clock hour, WVON's very own Wayne Fields from the B-side, DJ Wayne Fields, is coming in to talk about his wonderful career in radio and the number of years he's been here at WVON. And tomorrow night we are celebrating him at L26. I cannot wait for this party tomorrow night. It's going to be a lot of fun. I understand ladies get in free until a certain time, so when he comes on tonight, we're going to talk all about that. Now, the song we used in the intro tonight is All I Want to Do Is Win, Win, Win. So tonight, I have the honor and pleasure of introducing you guys a woman who I just think is the most dynamic young lady I've ever seen in my life. And when I say to you, Win is her theme song. The new queen of daytime television here in Chicago. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome ABC 7's Windy City Live co-host Val Warner.
I'm finally here.
You are finally here, my darling. I am so excited to have you here. Let me say this about you. Welcome to the show, first of all.
Thank you for having me on your show.
It is a pleasure, darling. Let me explain something to you. You are a woman of your word. You were in Wisconsin Dells just a few hours ago with your hair straight out the swimming pool.
Can't you tell? You're looking at it right now.
No, it looks great right now.
No,
look,
it doesn't.
When
Don't
you
listen
know,
to
it looks amazing. Let me explain something to you. You're a woman of your word. I saw you on the expressway getting here, and you're here tonight. So we applaud you. We thank you. I actually wanted to have you in during Women's History Month, but your schedule was so busy. But Val, what I want to say to you, and I think so many people feel this way as well too, and listen you guys, the number is 773-591-1690. Come on, holla at Val, say hey, tell her what you like about the show, everything. Val, you are a true, down-to-earth, everyday woman. You just are. You are just as sweet as you can be.
Thank you.
You and I have been knowing each other for a while, but in public, you just stop and talk to everybody. You're not a celebrity. You're not a superstar, but you are.
But I don't feel it, and that's probably why you're saying the things you're saying. Because to me, I think I'm just a lucky, lucky person to have the job that I have. But yeah, I don't feel like, when people refer to me as a celebrity, I think, really?
Yeah.
Me? Because look at me right now, literally straight from the Dells.
Yeah.
My son's in Taekwondo. I mean, like, you're here with me. I've got a child at home. I mean, I think my #1 job is mom.
Absolutely.
That is it.
Yes.
So it's like whenever I refer to myself, I always think of kind of a mom, but I'm a mom who's a really cool job on TV.
Yeah, which is true. I mean, it helps at the PTA meetings. I mean, we must admit that. So let's go back just a little bit. Let everybody, the VON audience loves you, okay?
Oh, thank you.
They love you to no end, so this is quite an honor to have you on tonight. But let's go back to really who you are, where you're from, all that good stuff, and then we're going to talk about mommyhood and your career and all that good stuff. So tell us who you are.
Well, this voice you hear was born and raised in Los Angeles, California. The question I get is, well, how did you end up here in Chicago? We thought you were from Chicago. I am not from Chicago. My family is from Chicago. And with that being said, the woman you all love and know, my grandmother, Mother Dear, born in '97 in May, she's always been here. So my mother was born in Terre Haute, Indiana.
Oh.
And then early on, they moved to the south side of Chicago, and that's where she was raised. She and my uncle Leon, who's never left Chicago.
Okay.
My grandmother's never left. So in 72, my mom and my dad, who was from Detroit, moved to California. And then I was born in 74. So I was the only one in the family born and raised in California.
And you know the funniest thing, not to cut you off, but I find very few African Americans who say they were born in California. Yes. So that's a good thing. So you were born there.
Yeah, born in South Central Los Angeles. Like the south side of Chicago, but the hood of LA.
Okay, good.
So but my vacations were coming to Chicago.
Okay.
So, you know, Christmas, Thanksgiving, we would come to Chicago because this is where Mother Dear was.
Okay.
So, and Mother Dear would come and visit us in LA, so we go back and forth.
Right.
So that's pretty much, you know, my childhood. I grew up in LA. I was, my father was a preacher. My mother was a high school English teacher. So I stayed in church. I stayed involved in activities. I was super involved in high school. Senior class president, vice president, prom court, student council, involved in my church and the choir and productions and plays and all that stuff. And then when I went to college in San Diego, it was kind of an easy decision because I knew I wanted to stay close to my family, but not close enough to where my mom or dad could just like ring the doorbell and say, surprise!
Right.
You know, when you're in college, you want some independence. So I decided on UC San Diego because I was 2 hours away from home.
Okay.
So if they were coming, they would kind of have to give me a heads up so I can like clean everything up in the 2.5 hours. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
And that's where before I went to college, I knew that I wanted to go into TV my senior year because you know Pat Harvey, right?
Oh, absolutely. Very well. Yes, very well.
So after Pat Harvey left Chicago, she moved to LA and became a prominent newswoman in LA. And she spoke to our senior high school class in LA one year. And I thought, oh goodness, that's what I wanted to do. Because initially, growing up in California, Los Angeles, you think you want to go to Hollywood, and I wanted to be an actress.
Okay.
So 8th grade.
Which I can see that.
Yeah.
Like if you told me you and Nia Long were cousins, I'd believe it.
Right.
You understand?
And Stacey Dash.
Well, you know,
Stacey
would be your little crazy cousin, though.
She'd
be your little special cousin.
Years, on the way.
Right. She'd be your little special cousin.
Yeah, but I met Nia once too, and that was I was so nervous meeting her because people had said that so much.
Right. No, you
and I was like, oh my God, but she was really cool.
Okay, just like you.
So fast forward, Pat Harvey talked to the school. By the time she left, I was like, that's what I want to do. Because her job to me was the ideal job for me because I love stories. I love people. I like talking to people. And I like telling stories. And I like being in front of the camera. So being a reporter, you get to go out and interview people. You come back and you write a story. I loved writing. I was never crazy about math or science, but I loved the English aspect and history and all that. So, and then I got to go on at the end of the day and get in front of the camera and do a little bit of my acting as I tell people my stories.
Okay.
So that's how it started. Then I went to college. My junior year, I interned at the ABC station in San Diego.
Okay, hold right there. I gotta go pay some bills.
Okay,
but when I come back, we're gonna talk about how this career got started. We're gonna talk about Windy City Live. We're gonna talk about mommyhood. We're gonna talk about how fabulous you are. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Val Warner, right here live in studio at Real Talk, Real People. We'll be right back.
Set radio.
6:40 p.m. right here on the Talk of Chicago, 1690 AM WVON. You're listening to Real Talk, Real People, your Friday night happy hour show here at WVON from 6 to 9 p.m. where everything is about good energy, happiness, love, and what we can do to make the world a better place. It's time to relax, relate, release, light some candles, get your favorite beverage. Let's chill out. I have the honor and pleasure to have live in studio this evening the new queen of daytime television here in Chicago, the one and only Miss Val Warner, ABC 7's Windy City Live co-host Val Warner. She is just as gracious and kind as she want to be. We just want to welcome you here to WVON.
I feel very welcome.
We do.
Queen.
Yes, you are.
Queen.
You look,
Queen.
say what you, yes. You feel some big pumps. You feel some big Louboutins. You used to be on at 9, now you on at 11.
Yep.
You are a real woman doing real things. You are actually sitting here being a mom while you're doing this interview with me, and just so take it. If I call you the new queen of daytime television, I want you to take it, okay?
Yes,
I even bought you a little crown.
Yeah. Oh, where's my crown? I need it.
I'm gonna mail it to you.
Okay.
We ordered it. See, they had sent the cubic zirconia one.
You want diamonds.
Yeah, I want diamonds. So, you know, I went up to Melody's office and I was like, look, Melody, we need to get her diamonds.
Right,
so
right.
Melody told me to send it back. Because we got some other things.
That's right,
so,
Melody. She know what to do.
So listen, if you guys want to say hey to Val, you know, wish her some love and happiness and all that good stuff.
I need it.
773-591-1690. But you're a very lucky woman though. But the love is what keeps you going.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, so before we went to break, you were saying that you went to school in San Diego to become a journalist. Let's continue there.
Okay, so I'll do the fast version.
Okay.
I interned at an ABC station, KGTV, in San Diego.
Okay.
And that's where, really, Chad Daddy, I learned everything.
Okay.
You know, college
Hands-on.
is a must.
Right.
I get that. But my internship, because it was so hands-on, I worked in a real newsroom. I got to go out on breaking news stories. I got to see how they chose their stories, from the assignment desk to sitting with photographers, editing at the end of the day, to going out with reporters and shooting stand-ups and learning how to lower my voice instead of having this, you know, hi, I'm Valerie Jackson. Back then I was Valerie Jackson.
That's right.
But it's just so much of the business that you learn from actually being in a newsroom that you cannot learn in a school. And when I go out and talk to kids to this day, I tell them that all the time. That's the first thing you jump at when you get to college, is you find out what your interest is, what your passion is, and actually work in that field. Oh, this is my station publicist. I don't even think she knows I'm here right now.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
She was just calling me. I should answer it.
Right.
But you know, you've met Jamie before. But
yes.
Anyway, whatever it is you're passionate about, I always tell students to go sit in that field. Get up under someone who's doing that real life so they can give you some good advice, some real life experience, and see if it's for you. Maybe it's not. For me, I loved it. I loved everything about it. So from there, I hooked up with a veteran reporter. She helped me make a tape, and I went to Roswell, New Mexico for 1 year, where I was actually a reporter. So I got to be on camera. I wasn't behind the scenes anymore. And that was everything. I shot video. I was the photographer, the editor, the reporter. Small market. That's what you do. And then I spent 2 years in Topeka, Kansas after that, and then 5 years in Flint, Michigan, and this will be my 10th year in Chicago.
10 years in Chicago.
I moved here in 2005.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so really you're a newbie to Chicago. I mean, even though you had been coming back and forth to visit, you're a newbie here. So your first job was at another station, and you did that for how long?
I was at WGN from 2005 to, I got to Windy City Live in 2011. So 6 years?
Okay.
6 years.
So
I was just shy of 6 years.
How did it all come about that you got selected to be the co-host of Windy City Live?
Well, I was just trucking along, just as content as can be, as the traffic reporter and fill-in anchor over at WGN in the morning. I was coming back, it was like January 4th or 5th, I was coming back from Galena. Not Galena, I'm sorry, Lake Geneva. Getting away for a couple days, and this was the year of 2011. I got a call from someone that says Marlene Seelup is wishing to talk to you about a new talk show that they're launching at ABC 7. I kind of was out of the loop. I didn't even know. I mean, I knew that ABC would have to do something with overtime stuff, but I, wasn't keeping up with all the talk about this local talk show and buzz that it was creating in town. So I called her back. I met with her, and then they said, we'd like you to audition. We're going to hold an audition process. This was a Friday I met with her. The auditions were like that Monday and Tuesday, or that Thursday and Friday of the next week. So they were going to have a little greeting party on like a Tuesday and then go right into the auditions, and we'd like you to be a part of it. Well, because I was at WGN at the time and under a contract, I just didn't feel comfortable unless I talked to the management there, and they gave me their blessings. They said, which is, I can, oh my goodness.
Because that's rare in this day and age.
That is very rare. But Greg Caputo, my former news director at WGN, God bless his soul, because he could have been a totally different
absolutely,
way.
Yes. Because oftentimes it goes the other way.
And I've had that situation happen before, trying to get to Chicago.
Yeah, I understand.
I was not supposed to be here, according to the news directors in Flint. That's a whole other story.
That's okay.
But God had
your haters got to be your congratulations.
Exactly.
So that's how that works. Yes.
Yep. And so he gave me his blessing, and after some very rigorous auditions, and by that I mean, I worked WGN in the morning, so I had to be at work at 3:30 in the morning, did my shift there, went straight over to ABC at like 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning till 5 in the evening. And they just paired me with different people, and basically these are people some people I knew, some people I did not know. and you kind of go in a room and you vamp and you chit chat for 6 or 7 minutes. They want to judge the chemistry and
Sure.
see if you can talk in front of a camera. And I did that for 2 days, and then a couple weeks later they called me back for another audition, and that was when I met Ryan.
Okay.
So they had narrowed it down, I think, at
Sure,
that point. 'Cause
sure.
Ryan and I didn't audition together early on.
Okay.
So by the third time, it was with Ryan and some other folks, and then maybe 2 or 3 weeks after that, they called and offered me the job.
Well, I am so happy that they did.
I am too.
I am very happy because you are really an everyday sister. You just are
Right.
down to earth. You relate to people on every level, and that's what we need. And the one thing that I will say about Windy City Live, it's such a diverse team. I just think the cultural backgrounds and differences and just how you guys blend just makes for great television.
Because everybody brings something different to the table. You know,
Sure.
I'm a single mom with kids, so, you know, anything parenting, that's kind of like in my
Yes.
wheelhouse. You know, G has a law degree and, you know,
That's
has
right,
traveled
right,
the world and everything.
right,
So she
right.
brings her, and she loves food, so she
Yes.
brings that
Yes.
expertise to the
and
table.
soul food. And soul
Exactly,
food.
everything, all kind of food.
Right.
She is not picky at all. And
No.
then, you know, you have Ryan, who loves music, also from California. Who knew, right? He
Right,
was from
right.
California, and did sports, so he has that background. So we
Sure.
all kind of bring something unique to the table, and it's a nice mixture.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the live line. We have Andre from the South Side. Good evening, Andre. Welcome to the show. Say hi to Val Warner.
Hey, Chad, how you doing, Val?
Hi, Andre.
Well, I just want to take the time out to say that Val is a real nice person, and I met you once over there on 159th and Cottage Grove, and you stopped to take time to say hello to me, and you smiled. I'm gonna tell you what that done for me. That made me feel like a person, because at one time in my life, when I was like 19, 20 years old, I was working at a service station at 111th Street, and there's a news reporter by the name of Robert Robertson that came in the station, and our service, the van, and I attempted to speak to her, and she completely rolled her eyes and turned her head away from me, and that could have discouraged me as a young person.
Right,
So I'd like to say thank you for taking the time out to say hello to me, and I appreciate you as a person.
Oh, well, thank you, Andre. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Andre. Have a great weekend. See that? But Val, that's what I say, you know, all the time. It's the funniest thing. You and I are out at social events
Right.
a lot.
Yes, we are.
And the funniest thing is that I know how to look in your eyes when you need to move on, and you know, your
Right,
Jack
right,
knows,
right.
we know. And people, it was so funny, the last event we were at, some guy, he said, you know, I said, dude. I said, you have to realize, everybody in this room wants to talk to her and get close to her. And she will never get to eat, she would never get to drink any of that.
Yeah.
So those guys that we know her and are friends with her, we know when to move her, when to, you know.
You
and
kind of got to play bad cop.
oh, absolutely. And I have no problem with playing bad cop because I know how to handle you in a crowd, but it's just the funniest thing. So when we come back to commercial
Okay.
break, we're going to talk about the day of Val Warner. Like, what time it starts, what do you do?
Okay.
Like, you a real mommy. So you're listening to Real Talk, Real People. We'll be right back.
More conversation.
6:55 p.m. right here on the Talk of Chicago, 1690 AM WVON. You're listening to Real Talk, Real People. I'm your host, Art Chat Daddy Sims, back for another week of this here magazine show where we talk about a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But most importantly, each and every week I try to bring to you some of the most interesting guests there is, whether they're international stars, national stars, local stars, whatever the case may be. Tonight I have a action-packed show planned for your listening pleasure. Right now I have the honor and pleasure of being with the new queen of daytime television here in Chicago, the one and only Valerie Warner. Val Warner from Windy City Live.
Ooh, I feel like I should be calling you Art.
No, call me Chat
Okay,
Daddy. darling.
good.
We're trying to make Chat Daddy a household name.
Oh, well, Chat Daddy is a household
I
name.
get it, I get it, but we really, I know. When I go to the grocery store and places like that, I'm like, hey, Chat Daddy. When I use my government name, don't nobody recognize it. Even my mail lady, like, no, you Chat Daddy. I'm like, girl, all my mail ain't gonna say Chat Daddy.
And do the listeners know Chat Daddy can throw down in the kitchen?
Well, every guest who comes here tells my listeners that. They do. So yes, my listeners do know
You need
that I
to
can
give
cook.
your recipes off to the listeners.
Well, I should, or better yet,
You
I
do
should
a blog,
open a restaurant somewhere on the south side, since
Yes.
or maybe downtown. Maybe I can open someplace downtown.
Yeah, why not?
You know, but
Why
yes,
not?
I do love to cook. I do.
You do.
Thank you, brother.
But when you
Thank
came on the show with those shrimp and grits,
Yes, I
Woo.
enjoyed that. That was really good.
I'm getting ready to take me a bite of his food right now. You keep talking,
Well,
Chat
I
Daddy.
will. Go right ahead. So listen, you guys, during the 7 o'clock hour, we're going to talk about what is really going on with all of the prominent elite African-American clubs closing down or having issues in the downtown area. And I'm not trying to make this an argument or a fight, but I'm trying to figure out what can be done, can we help each other, you know, so it's a conversation about love. It's not a conversation of who did this, and I don't want to call out any names and any club owners, any of that. I want to have a healthy conversation about what is really going on with our prominent clubs downtown.
Are there any African American?
Well, there are quite a few, but recently in the store, you've been on vacation, but Nouveau Tavern had to close it down last night.
Oh, really?
Sawtooth in the West Loop is having some problems. We had another club that had an issue 2 weeks ago. So it's things that are really acting strange right now.
Okay.
And we just want to know why. We want to know, how do we support each other? Are we having enough good energy and good dialogue about, you know, us and spending our money, you know, and we should be welcome anywhere that our money is green.
Amen to that.
Anywhere our money is green. But then I've heard, you know, I've heard a million different stories. So let's continue with you. Let's continue. Okay, so listen. We see you Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 12 noon, ABC 7 Chicago here. Love you.
Right.
I'm faithful, loyal.
Thank you, dear.
I was so mad when that other guy was the #1 fan on Facebook. I didn't know what to do. So I had to step up my game and have you on my radio show, okay?
Right.
But now listen, so when does your day start, all that good stuff? And hold on, because I got to go do the news, and then when we come back, we'll do all that. You eat and do all that good stuff. Listen, if you guys want to say hi to Val, wish her well, whatever the case may be, 773-591-1690. Give Val Warner some love. She's here. Tell her how much you love Windy City Live. And when we come back from news, we will cover more with the one and only Miss Val Warner. We'll be right back. 7:07 p.m. right here on the Talk of Chicago, 1690 a.m. WVON. You're listening to Real Talk, Real People. I'm your host, Art Chat Daddy Sims, back for another week of your favorite Friday night magazine show here at WVON, where we talk about a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but most importantly, we have a good time each and every Friday night. It's all about relaxation, debriefing, loving each other, having a good time. It's Friday, y'all. It's in April. The weather's getting a little bit better. It's still light outside. Hallelujah. It'll be getting warm soon. So listen, you guys, next Friday night, we're going to have a fashion show on the radio. We're going to talk about spring and summer do's and don'ts.
Okay.
You know, because a lot of y'all with these stretch pants and 2 little shorts and white socks and sandals and all that. we ain't going to have none of that this spring and summer season. We're going to get you together. We're going to have y'all looking fabulous. And then next Friday night, I also have some amazing testimonies. You know, every now and then I do these shows where people tell their life stories. And next Friday night, you know, April is National Sexual Abuse Month. And so I have some stories next Thursday or next Friday night that are absolutely amazing, tearjerkers. So make sure you guys tune in next week. And then tonight during the 7 o'clock hour, we're definitely going to still talk about what is going on with all of the prominent elite clubs, Black-owned in downtown Chicago, going through drama, issues, and problems. We're going to have a really healthy, good conversation with a group of promoters. We got a lot going on with that. But right now, live in studio, I have the one and only, I'm dubbing her as the new queen of daytime television here in Chicago, ABC 7's very own Val Warner, co-host of Windy City Live. So glad to have you here, my friend.
I'm so glad I'm finally here, Chad Daddy. We have texted back and forth.
Yes.
I don't know how long.
That's okay. That's okay. Look, when I saw you on that picture today, leaving the Dale City here, I was like, now that's what I'm talking about. Look. Most people,
were some happy campers.
Look, most people be like, honey, I'm still on vacation, darling. When I call in, no, Val Warner showed up and she's showing out. And we love you, Val. We do. We have so many calls. People want to talk to you and that whole thing. We're gonna get to calls in just a second, but now here's what I want to talk about real quick.
Okay.
What time does your day start, and what does your day look like? I mean, I can only imagine. So
it's busy. It's busy. My first alarm goes off at 5 because I like to hit snooze. But I try to do whatever working out I'm going to do in the morning because I'm not an evening workout person.
Okay, in the morning.
Yeah, I like to get going.
Joseph, our bodybuilder and fitness guy, he says you're doing the right thing.
I do, because it gives me energy and I get it in for the day. And Lord knows what we're eating on the show, so I feel like, okay, I'm going to create a deficit in my calories now because we go out and we take our audiences out and we always have chefs in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So I do that, then I get the kids up by 6:30. So whatever I'm doing for them, you know, every now and then I'll fix them lunch, like a hot lunch, like
Okay.
maybe chili at the beginning of the week because they love that and they can put it in their little thermos. for
Okay.
me.
Okay.
And I'll get all
So
their
you
stuff back.
actually do this? You actually
Yeah,
cook
there
all
is
that?
no nanny, honey.
No.
No.
No?
boo. No
Really?
nanny, no driver, no chef,
Girl,
no nothing.
shut up.
As a matter of fact, my boss who just retired, Marlene Seelup, like always says to me, won't you get somebody to help you? Why are you
Yes.
still ironing? Why are you still shoveling your driveway? Why are you
Wait,
doing that?
wait. You shovel your driveway?
I do. Because here's the thing. I mean, Jeff will come over and help me too.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. All
But
right.
I feel like, A, it's a good way to exercise. I don't mind doing it. I don't know, and I get the kids out there, they play in the snow, I'm getting some exercise.
Oh,
I'm crazy, I know.
No, you're not. No, you're
I know
not.
about
No,
that.
you're not. You every woman. You are every woman. You
I
are.
do.
Oh, okay. So now.
But I do need to start letting go and let other people help me. I get that. So that's gonna be like maybe 2016, my goal for that. But
Okay.
okay, so 6:30, I get them up. I'm out of the door by 7:30
Okay.
because I have to be at work by 9.
Okay.
We have a morning meeting at 9, and that's where we prep for the day's show.
Okay.
So we go over that, usually lasts about half an hour. I go to makeup, I do any rehearsals, read through scripts, curl my hair, go down for the show.
Okay,
Show's live from
yes,
11 to 12.
yes.
We tape whatever promos, any kind of post tapes we do afterwards. We have another meeting to talk about that show that we just did.
Okay.
And then also the next day's show.
Okay. Sure.
Okay?
Makes sense.
So now this is like the third meeting of the day.
Sure.
I'm usually out of the building by 2 because my kids get out at 3.
Okay.
So I don't drop them off in the morning. My mom lives with me. She takes them to school. She fixes
Good.
them breakfast. every
Okay,
breakfast. Don't have time for that.
okay. So you do. Somebody is
Oh,
there.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Because I was
So,
getting ready to say.
I couldn't do everything. So my mother will fix them breakfast and get them to school.
Right.
And if I have to stay late for work, she'll pick them up. She
Okay.
tutors, so
Okay.
you know she has a lot going on too. And then from there, Monday night's volleyball, Tuesday night soccer, Wednesday night taekwondo, Thursday night any one of the 3.
Really?
Yeah, and then Friday during your lovely show, guess
Yes.
where I am?
Oh, I know.
On the couch sleep.
Right, absolutely. See, but I'm so glad to have you here tonight. You were on vacation.
Right, I'm rested.
Yes,
I'm
you are.
rested.
Yes, you are. And what time do you normally go to bed?
That they laugh at me at work. I love for 9 o'clock to roll in because in my mind I'm like, oh, I can almost be like in the bed sleep. I've given him a bath. Zoe's self-sufficient.
Right.
He's on his way to self-sufficient. Maxwell.
Okay.
He's 7, so it's like I put him in the bath at 8. He's my night owl, so he'll stay up as long as I let him. So
Really?
if I'm doing some things, he manages to sneak in my room.
Okay.
And he's quietly up. And next thing you know, I'm doing prepping for the next day's show. It may be 10 o'clock, and he's like wide awake. I'm like, go to bed.
Oh no.
Yes, you.
He's your agent. He's your, I asked him, I said, is your mommy a star? And he was like, a star? No. But then he could spell your name. He could tell me who you were. So he's your agent.
Yeah, they are. But put it this way: if I didn't have Zoe and Max, I swear to you, I would feel like my life is so empty. Even though I have this amazing career,
Yes.
I feel very fulfilled from the amazing career, but even more so watching them grow, raising them, the challenges
Okay.
and the rewards of being. And I didn't set out to be a single mother. It's just
How it happened.
It's just how it
Right,
happened,
right, how
and
everything
things
laid
happen,
out.
and it all worked out.
And you belong to mommy groups, the Mom Squad, and other groups like that.
Yes,
'cause I
and
know
Jackson,
you,
yeah.
Right, so you do a lot of different events with your children. Let's go to the live line. We have
Okay.
Vera from Flossmore. Good evening, Vera. Welcome to the show. You
Hi,
wanna say,
Vera.
Hey, you want to say hi to Val? Hello? Hi, welcome to the show. Good.
Hi, Val. How are you?
Hey, Vera, good. How are you?
Okay, I love to see you on television.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Listen, I wanted to share this with you. I saw Oprah long time ago before she started, and I said, "Boy, you're a star." She said, "No, I'm not." The producer said to Fat Daddy, "No, I'm not." So can you see the future?
Oh, wow. I'd like to see that future.
Me too. I'm hoping.
That future is really
yes.
bright.
Yes.
Oh, thanks, Vera. You're out in my neck of the woods, so suburbs.
Yeah, exactly. But I just want to tell you how I enjoy you. I enjoy seeing you, and I love your hair.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to the salon tomorrow, and I may have a surprise for everybody on Monday.
Oh, really?
I have to switch it up.
We know you do. We know
I
you
get
do.
very bored when it comes to the hair.
Yes, and you rock it.
All the time, as you do.
Thank you. Thanks, Vera.
All right, take care.
Take
Thanks,
care.
Vera. Have a really great weekend. There you go. Okay, now we have Miss McCullough on the line. Good evening. Welcome to the show. You have Chat Daddy and Val Warner. What do you want to say?
Hey, Chad, dear, and hello, Valerie. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little under the weather, but I always, no matter what I'm doing, I find time to have my radio on from 6 to 9 every Friday. But I wanted to commend you on a job well done. It's such a pleasure. I don't get the opportunity to watch you, but I do DVR the show.
Oh, thank you.
So I do love seeing you on the show. And Chad Diddy, you know what?
Well, babe.
I know this is about Valerie and everything, but you know what, Chad Diddy? I think it would be disrespectful not to say to you that I want to commend you for a job well done as well, because you don't know what you do for so many people on a Friday evening from 6 to 9 p.m. And I think that you need to be committed, for a job well done. And I do thank you very, very much.
Oh.
Real talk, real people, and you talk about some real stuff.
Thank you so much. I love you.
And
Thank
so
you.
true what you're saying.
Thank
so
you.
true.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. It is, you know, I was born to do this. This is who I am. I love communicating with people. I love making sure we're all happy and good energy.
Right, right.
So whatever I can do to get the word and message out to people.
You talk about me being real, you're real.
Well,
And that's what people
thank
see.
you.
When
Thank you.
you're a real,
Good job, too.
yes, he does do a great job, but when you're a real person, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and you're not phony,
No.
people see that
Yeah.
and they can appreciate that.
I can't be phony. I can't.
You can only be you.
Yeah,
And
I
people
do.
appreciate
Oh,
that.
well, ladies, thank you so much. I love you so much. Miss McCullough, you stay up, okay?
And feel better.
All right, feel better, sweetheart. We'll talk to you soon. Okay, very good. We got Ed from the South Side. Good evening, Ed. Welcome to the show. We have Chat Daddy and Val Warner.
Hi, Ed.
I was just calling to say that I enjoy the show. I enjoy Val on this program, and I enjoy you. And the third thing I'd like to say next week, include me in when you talk about fashion, because we need help too.
I got you. We got you. I got you. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to cover it. I got you, because you're not supposed to be wearing them suspenders and that belt all at the same time. You ain't supposed to be doing that. You ain't. And another thing, gentlemen, cut that tag off the sleeve of your suits. Cut it off. Don't nobody need to see
who
that
is
suit.
that?
Oh, they do it. I saw
Really?
it so much on Easter, it wasn't even funny. Don't nobody need to see that cheap suit as Ole Cassini. Don't nobody need
No.
it. They
And
right.
don't
They
put on
right.
socks with your sandals.
Right. Do not. So, Ed, wish Val the best.
Thank you. Wish you all the best.
Thank you,
Thank you
Ed.
so much. Thank you, Ed. Yeah, no, they wear that tag still on that suit. Yeah, girl, that's so country.
Ooh.
That's just
I haven't seen
just
that.
a country as pom-pom. Yeah, they do. They really do. We have another call on the live line. Good evening, Steve from Maywood. You have Chat Daddy and Val Warner. How are you?
Oh, great. I didn't think I was going to get through. Hey, Chat Daddy. Hey, Val.
Hi, Steve.
Boy, this is so great to talk to you. You know, it's so funny because my wife always jokes with it that I'm cheating with Val.
Uh-oh. Don't get me in trouble
see
now.
That, see that?
Oh, Val, I think you're gorgeous. I love your smile. I think you're like the sunshine.
Oh.
Now, the sun just starts shining.
All right. Well, I'm not doing good right now. This weather I think we've had this week was awful, but I promise to work on that, Steve.
Well, you're doing a great job. Every time I see you, you have such a magnetic personality, and like I said, that smile. When you did that show where you went in Hyde Park and you put all those different bars, and you were eating all that food.
Oh, Evanston. Yeah, G was in Hyde Park, and I was in Evanston. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that just cracked me up.
I know. That was right up my alley. Shopping, food, eating, all of that. Yes, yes, yes.
Like you're having such a good time. I just love watching you. And you are a star. Just remember, a lot of people like me drive trucks on this. So when we get a chance, we watch you.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Tell your wife I said hi.
Right. He's talking about she jealous. Right. Look, Steve.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Have a good weekend. See that everybody loves you, and that's what I was saying to you. That just being such a down-to-earth, everyday person, you are just so reachable, and that's what people love the most about you. So, what's on the horizon for you? What's coming up next?
Daddy, I don't know. You know what? I know crazy about Windy City Live.
Me too.
I am,
Yes.
and I really, people are not going to believe this. That was never in my cards. I never saw me as a talk show host sitting on any kind of panel voicing my opinion. I always thought of me as like, you know, a reporter, an anchor.
Sure.
You know, I have to be neutral. I don't, you know, I have an opinion inside.
Sure.
But I can't go out and share that and be biased and feel strongly about something and get on a platform and say it in front. So it was never something that I thought I would feel comfortable in. But I think this is just a testament to how a lot of times we have plans for our lives,
Yes.
but like God has something different in store for us. So when you ask me what's in store for me, I don't know. Right now, I'm very happy. I'm very content. I'd love to see Windy City Live have a very, very long run in Chicago. There's nothing like it in Chicago.
Yes, no.
So kudos for ABC
Yes.
for taking a risk on
Yes.
us, keeping us on the air and doing that. And I'd like to see it have my family's here, my kids are here, I have young kids, so I want to, you know, keep them. I don't want to move, I don't want to go anywhere else. So as of right now, I'm seeing, you know, a long, long future for Windy City Live. That's my hope.
Okay, all right, real quick, we got a couple of more phone calls.
Okay,
You got
let's
these,
do it.
They lit up like Christmas trees. Good evening, Dee from the South Side. Chat Daddy and Val Warner, what you got to say?
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
Love you.
Thank you.
Love your program.
Oh, thank
And
you.
the young man who has spoken previous to me, he indicated about your smile. I agree with him, but not only that, your eyes just twinkle. What I'm calling is that I have a question about stars and their weight, because I have a weight issue.
Okay.
And I want to know what they really do in order to stay thin other than diet. What type of
Girl,
program?
I don't know.
Is it cold? I saw something on talking about the cold, something going into the cold. How do they do the cellulite? I would love to see a program that you would be producing for your
Right.
gentleman in the producing, and also two chat men.
Okay.
I said one of the alternative figures. So Valerie, give me a little information.
Honey, if
All
I
right.
if
gonna let her
I
respond.
knew
Okay.
it, I would tell it. I would do it myself. I don't know what they do. I don't have that problem because I am, you know, I'm small from the top up, or from the I'm sitting down, so you guys don't get to see
You're
the
so
whole
funny.
package.
Right,
all the time.
right,
So I
right.
struggle just like everybody else. I love to eat. Like right now, I'm up. I'm
What's
probably
your food weakness?
oh. Sweet, but see, I'm a sweet and salty person.
Oh,
so
me too.
here's
Yes.
my problem. On the road trip, okay, just came back from the Dells. I started off with Garrett popcorn.
Oh.
Okay, so I had my sweet and salty. I was
Okay,
good.
okay.
About another 30 minutes in, there were Doritos back there. So I said, oh, I missing Doritos.
Which ones? Cool Ranch?
No, regular
regular
nacho cheese.
Dorito?
Red bag
Oh,
nacho
okay.
cheese. I said,
Okay, all right.
some Doritos. I had some Doritos, so that was salty.
Okay.
Well, then I needed something sweet because that salt was in my mouth. So then I
Okay.
had the M&Ms left over from Easter. We put candy in the, so I had the kids deconstruct the eggs and put the candy on the trip.
Okay.
So then we did that. We ate some chocolate. Well, then I needed something back salty. So some Ruffles back there. Jeff wanted some Ruffles. He was doing a drive-in, so I had to keep him happy.
Okay.
So I opened up the Ruffles. So then I've had Ruffles.
Okay.
So I like everything. That's my problem. I love French fries. I love fried food. I do. I love peach cobbler.
Oh,
There's not
yes.
much that I don't
I made you a
like.
rum cake one time.
Yes, that was
I made-
delicious.
yes, I made you.
But your shrimp and grits. I mean, I like everything. I like pasta. I had pasta when I was away. I had pizza. Like tonight, I was thinking, we should go get some pizza, but then we're probably gonna go to the movies.
Okay.
So I'll get some butter popcorn. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
name something that I won't eat.
But
I
you
don't
do work out.
I do work out, but I think if I could get my poor trainer, she kills me too, because she was like, you do so great in the gym,
Okay.
but you just gotta clean up your diet.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't
Okay.
eat, you know, because I like have a salad for lunch. I do try to incorporate a salad once a day.
Okay, good,
So
good.
at least one of my meals
I
is a
drink
salad.
green every morning now. I had a young lady, Victoria Knox, came on here the first of the year, and she taught us to drink green every morning. So I
tried
drink, and I do strawberries, cucumbers,
Berries.
celery.
Berries are good in the morning.
Yes, a little cashew milk, and then I do super blend greens, chard, kale,
Yeah.
and a little spinach. And I drink that every day.
And you make that every morning?
Every morning. Every morning before I walk out the door, I make that. I do the green part at night, let it sit in the refrigerator,
Okay.
and all that pulp and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And then in the morning, I put cashew milk and frozen fruit in there, blend it, and that is my breakfast now. And I've been doing that since January. And I do feel a difference, and
You do.
skin is clearer, that type of thing. Yes, but I do
Yeah.
that every morning.
You know what? I have tried the green smoothies countless times. I'm not one for the kitchen. So
Okay.
while you're
Yes,
seeing
I
all
know.
my
Right,
accolades,
I know. Yes.
I am not. I
Yes.
don't know how I mess up a greased smoothie. They never taste like when I go
Really?
somewhere else and get it.
Okay, I have to teach you how to do it one day.
I told Dr.
Okay.
Ian to come over and help me, but he.
Absolutely. So before we go, real quick,
Okay.
and this is for my 80-year-old auntie who about to
Oh.
drive me crazy. Not me,
Okay.
because we friends.
Right.
But Jeff is still around, correct?
Yes.
Okay, because my auntie about to wear me out. I told her, I said, well, auntie, me and her friends, and I don't get in my friends' relationship thing. I just leave it at where it's at. And then when I saw Jeff recently, I hugged him like, Jeff, I'm so glad to see you. But my auntie was like, baby, where's Jeff at? So please, to everybody wants to know where Jeff is still there, correct?
Jeff is with my other child right now. Jeff is very much still in the picture.
Okay,
Jeff
good.
is wonderful, and we are very happy where we are.
Okay.
We are very
Good,
happy where
good.
we are. So the 500 million questions about, I know I said I was going to get married last year, and I
Right.
didn't. So, I'm like, okay, let
And
me
I'm like,
see.
auntie, I ain't yet. She'd be like,
Right.
but baby, did you go yet? And I said, auntie, I'm going to be at the wedding. I said, but I'm not going to call that woman and
You
ask
are
her.
at all of my
Right,
private
absolutely.
functions,
So that's why I'm like, auntie, like, it's going to happen. I just, but
It may be a surprise. It may be just be like, oh, what you did this weekend? Oh, we just ran off and got married. You never know. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're very happy and we're very content.
Good,
where we are.
good. So tell everybody about Windy City Live, how they can find out more information. I know you guys have been looking for people for tickets and all that good stuff.
Come, it's easy. WindyCityLive.com. You just go. There's a tab where you can click on. It's super easy to get tickets because that is probably out of the top 3 questions I get. When are you getting married? Where do you get your hair done? And how do I get tickets to the show? Those are the questions I get all the time.
See, okay, so 80-year-old auntie, you didn't mess up. You didn't. I just wasn't going to ask
she
the
didn't
woman.
mess up. But
Right,
as a matter of
okay,
fact,
right.
this is probably the first time I've even talked about it at all this year. But no, she did not mess up. So WindyCityLive.com, go and get the tickets. It's really fun to come there.
Yes.
You've been there,
Yes,
so you
it
can
is.
attest
Yes,
to that.
yes.
Just what we do. Ryan does the wobble in the
Yes,
morning. So
yes,
if
he
you want to
does.
see,
Yes.
and he does it well.
Yes.
Now I had to work with him initially, but he's got it down pat. He can wobble better than black people.
Yes, he can. Yeah, he
has a little
he's
twist.
a soul brother though.
Well,
Ryan is
yes.
a soul brother. He's just a really light-skinned soul brother, but he's a soul brother.
I always tease him because his twin brother is actually more black than Ryan.
Really?
He played in the NFL. Yeah,
Oh,
everything.
that's too
He'll
funny.
say it too.
That's funny.
Yeah, but come on down there. What's next for Windy City Live? We're back live on Monday.
Yeah.
I know, everybody's coming back when we take a break.
Because every day I've been like, I know, and every day I've been looking at the show and I'm like, I seen this one already, right? But I still sit there like, I never saw this before.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we'll be back live Monday. And just stay tuned. May is going to be very exciting for us.
I can imagine.
We're always giving away trips, always giving away things. That's a big month for us. So stay ready for giving me an hour on your show. And thank you to your listeners, too, who have supported Windy City Live, supported you. We have to stick together.
Absolutely.
We have to support one another. So trust me, none of us at Windy City Live take for granted the viewers that we have because they are so loyal. And that's why we try to treat them like royalty when they come down to the show because it's a fun experience. And we're doing this show for Chicago. We want to showcase everything that Chicago and the suburbs, because I never like to leave out the suburbs because that's still the Chicagoland area has to offer. So thank you to everybody who's listening for all your support. We appreciate it. We love you right back. And I think that's it.
Yeah, go to the website, you guys. Listen, you can take the Green Line train down there. You can take the Red Line to 29 states. They're always looking for audience members. You never know. They may surprise you with lunch, gift bags, whatever the case may be.
I can tell you right now, I know Cedric the Entertainer is coming into town. I'm not sure if he's coming on Windy City Live, but I know Nephew Tommy will be on Windy City Live soon.
Okay.
Cole.
Oh, Cole from Martin.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the 2 emails just off the top of my head. I've been trying to decompress from emails this week, but just off the top of my head, I know you're probably out of time.
No, go ahead, keep talking. You found one, are you kidding me?
No.
It's like Oprah Jr. in the studio with me, are you kidding me?
Oh, no.
Max,
you gonna say hi?
You want to say hi to everybody? You don't want to say anything? You don't want to tell everybody?
Can you say hi, Chicago?
Say
Come
hi,
here, hurry
Chicago.
up.
Go
Finish your
ahead,
drink.
You got time?
Finish your drink. Hurry up.
Hello, Chicago.
Oh, he has a big voice. He has a strong voice. Not only is he your agent, but he's like, hello, Chicago.
Do you know just everybody just heard you say hello, Chicago, Max?
The world, actually, because we're on iHeartRadio all over. All over. This is iHeartRadio. Yes, it is. All right, so listen, everybody. Big round of applause for the one and only Miss Val Warner, co-host Windy City Live. She you made it to Real Talk, Real People. What an honor. We love you, sweetheart.
Love
we
you
do.
too.
We really do. So listen, you guys, we're going to go to commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about what is really going on with all the African-American owned nightclubs in downtown Chicago. How can we better help each other? What is the problem? We're going to hash it all out. And then during the 8 o'clock hour, the one and only Mr. Wayne Fields, Insane Wayne, who's been here at VON forever, is having a fabulous party tomorrow night, Val. You need to, if you can get out for a few minutes.
I'll be doing a gala.
Oh, well then,
here.
Well then maybe on your way home.
Oh, okay.
You know on your way home. Maybe you stop by
Will I
tomorrow
be too
night.
dressed up?
No, that's okay. It's a party for Wayne.
Okay.
They're gonna have on everything. Feathers, blue side heels, church lady shoes.
Okay.
Everybody gonna come out and have a good
white
time. White pantyhose and the white stockings, but we gonna party.
Please don't.
Right.
That should be on your fashion note for next week.
We gonna talk about that next week. We love you so much, and we'll talk to you.
All right, love you too. Bye, Chicago.
We'll be right back.